Hello, hello, hello. It's Jennifer from the patio here. So this is Friday. Happy Friday. You made it through the week and hopefully you're going to have a fantastic weekend. So I made these tuxedo pockets on Monday and made a little card made out of music sheet to go in it, backed it with some white paper on the back so you could do some journaling. And I thought they were adorable and cute. And this was my first prototype. And I did that with black on the back, but that's okay. I don't know which one I'm going to put in the journal, but probably this one. So anyway, I made these and I thought, you know, I need to make something that's like not like a poodle skirt or whatever, but anyway, this is what I came up with. So this will be the little insert, the little tag that goes into this pocket. And I really kind of want to make this just a tad bigger so this can fit. I mean, this is going to go in and then but I mean, I'm talking just, it's going to be real thin glue on the sides. So anyway, we're going to do that. And let me get a journal page just to see. I just had this one. This is a journal that I made for all of my siblings after both of my parents passed away. That's my daddy when he was in the Navy. But anyway, so I just had this out. So I'm just, and see, I want it to be able to sit in there without sticking out. So, and it may just push all the way down in there since it's thin. I'll have to adjust it probably. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that that was, you know, that was good. Okay, so let me get my paper out. We're going to do 2 projects today. Hopefully I can get through with this little skirt thingy. And then we're going to do like a little side tuck collage. I printed out another one just in case I messed it up. I tried to put this paper, it's 110. I bought like a pack that has progression of light to dark in the pink. And it's 110 pound and it just wouldn't go through. And I was just like, oh, so irritated because I want to be able to put 110 pounds through, but I just can't. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it and then cut it out. And I probably should have already done that, but I was just like, I'm going to go ahead and just start the video. Let's just go ahead and start it. So, how was your week? Did you have a good week? Did you do anything exciting? Probably, if you're not retired, you were working. So, that's not exciting. Well, I mean, it can be. But, let's see, what did we do? Anything exciting? Watching my grandbaby, taking her to swimming lessons. So I like that without the lines, and I might put some in it, but I really, I think I showed you guys, I cut out all these little dots, and I think I'm just going to glue these little black dots all over the skirt. And I know I don't have one of those little sucker things, you know, but, you know, that picks up, you know, sequences and things like that. I'm just going to cut straight across here just so I can still use this piece of paper. Piece of paper. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm just going to kind of go down like this. I like the form of this skirt. I drew a couple. I drew this one, and I was like, oh my. They did have some real small waist back in the day, but I would never get a card or anything in there. So I nixed that one. And then I just went on Canva and was like, you know, give me a poodle skirt. That way I don't have to sit here and draw. And so then I just printed that one. It just makes it easier. So I thought, you know what? I'll just do something to match the tuxedos, but just for a girl. And I'm going to give myself a little bit more room on that, just a hair more. And then I'll go down on this one because I don't want her to be so tall that she doesn't fit. And I'm not really sure what, but look, that's going to be so cute. So I got to turn this over like that. That's going to be cute. And as long as I can get this in and out, which I do, okay, that's going to be almost perfect. Okay, well, let me just get this off, and then I can get me some black ribbon to put right here, kind of like a belt. And then I'll do her in all white because you want to be able to have, you know, to journal on the back. So, and I noticed when I printed this with the black, my printer started doing lines again. I printed that one big kit the other day, and it was a darker kit. And I just don't think these Epsons like a dark, they just don't like to print dark. I've always had issues with that. I had a lady ask me to do a black and white card for her, you know, like a booklet for Christmas that wasn't Christmas themed. And so I went and I created all these black and white images and stuff. And then my printer just didn't like it. I mean, I was able to print some of them out, but okay, let's just do it like that. Okay, that's going to be cute. I like it. Okay, so now we need to get her. And I had a white piece of paper over here. Whoops, don't want to mess my buttons up. Well, let me just grab another one. Hold on just a second. It's all right here. Right here by me. And I'm going to do it in 110. We're going for it. We're going for the thickness. Just so when you pull it out. And they had one that had a girl with a ponytail, but it was sideways. And I was like, I was trying to figure out how I could get it to work. And then I said, no, I just would rather have a frontal view. And so I found this one, and I think I like it. I think I like it. Bum, bum, no, no, no. Okay, so let's get this going. And then I wanted it to go far enough down. I probably could go even further, but... And then we'll just cut this little baby out. Well, she's not a little baby. She's a lady, she is. So... Okay. So anyway, I'm just busy making ephemera and, you know, just trying to fill my journal. I haven't started putting together all the ephemera that comes with the kit because I know what's in there, and so I wanted to make a few things outside of it to just add to it, because I know with 5 signatures I'm gonna have to have a lot of ephemera. And I don't want it all to be the same, you know, pockets and blah, blah, blah. I want to have different stuff, so. Anyway. But I think this will add like a little bit of charm to the journal. Just a little bit of charm. Tell y'all I'm not the best cutter. Of course, this is, like I say, 110, so that it doesn't make it easy to... easy to cut. You see, I gotta concentrate. I'm gonna try to stick as much to the okay, let me use my little eraser here, and then we'll see what we have. I really like those little tuxedo pockets. I was looking in one of my journals just for inspiration of like, okay, let's look and see. You know, we get inspired by some of the things that we've made before. And so I saw a pocket in there, and I was like, oh, I could totally make that into a tuxedo with the black, because everything's like pink and black and dark pink and, you know, different colors. And so that kind of worked out really good. Okay. I think that looks good. That's going to be cute. And no, she doesn't have arms, but she doesn't have to. We can call her Bob. Okay, so let's see what we got here. That's pretty much it. I mean, you know, that's going to be what it is. And I'm going to have to kind of think about, I'm definitely going to put something black on her. Let me see if I have some lace in here that's black. No, but I have these pretty little black flowers. I have some black beads. That would be so pretty. Just to put right there. Let me see. I know I have tons of black stuff. Let me look. I was pulling this out because I really like this lace. And I'm not sure what I'm going to... I think I'm going to put it with that little cluster we're going to make. So I have that. So let me look over here and get out my big jar. I know I have some black pieces in here. I think that's too big. That is definitely too big, unless I were to pull off some of the bottom portion of it. Get back in there. Okay. Same. Black. White ruffles. Let me dig, because I do know I have some more black. I think I do. Let me turn it like this. Ah. Let's see. Oh. Black velvet. Black velvet. See, I'm telling you, I can just come up with all kinds of songs when I say something. And I do not have the best voice, so I will spare you. You didn't come to hear me sing. You just came to get some ideas for some crafting. Okay, so there's that. I think I might use this. I think that's pretty. Because this is just a, I mean, this is kind of a, that's kind of dazzling. I do like that. But this is just a piece of velvet. But that, I think this fits. Don't you? I do. Okay. That doesn't mean that I can't make a little necklace or something on her. That would be cute. Put a little necklace right there. We could do that. So could. Okay, so let's put this here. So I'm going to cut there. I can cut bigger, I just can't cut smaller. Okay, so there's that. Put that aside. And is that is not straight. So I'm going to cut the end of that off. And let's see what we have. Yes, I like that. I like that. I think it's going to look good. I like it. And you know what? I said I wasn't going to ink, but I don't know. I might ink her. What do you think? You think I should ink her? Let me get out my Fabri-Tac because that is the way to go. This is thin, so we're just going to put one thin little bead right here. It's kind of hard to put one thin little bead because the little opening is kind of large. I'd rather it be up a little high and so you can't see the pink than to be lower. Okay, while that's drying, let's put some little dots on it. Let me get my dots out. Now, once again, the sun is coming in and out, in and out, in and out. So I hope that is, you know, let me get all that glue off. I hope that you can see everything that I'm doing. But I got a bunch of buttons out. I went through all my buttons and I was like, let me get out some different pinks and blacks. And let me get, I'm just going to spray right here. And then I'm going to just put my finger there. Because I won't be able to get them up. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, why do you want to act like that? You know what this is? This is art glitter glue in here. And I haven't used it in a while. It's just a smaller bottle. There. Okay, I'm not going to use you because you're acting ugly. Okay, this is my Lineco. So I'm going to put just a little dot. And then I'm just going to put it down. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to do just a little bit. Actually, I should probably use this finger. And then a little dot. Not a big dot, a little dot. And then I'm just going to randomly put them down. And I think it'll be cute. I do. I don't want to put 100 of them, but I do want to put, you know, enough so that, not that it looks like a poodle skirt, because I definitely don't want that. I mean, even though this is, to me, is kind of a retro kit, I don't want it to be so, you know, it's not necessarily a 50s, but it is retro for sure, which was my intent. So I'm going to put one here. Good thing I have the water. But people have those little suction things, and those really come in handy, but I usually just spray or do whatever, and then I pick one up. Let me see if I can get glue on that one. I think it's cute. It's going to turn out cute. Cute, cute, cute. Some of these dots are, I'm having, you know, my punch is leaving like little frayed edges, and I'm not happy about that either, but I went yesterday or the day before and just took a big old piece of aluminum foil out, and I just kept going over and over and over again, and hoping that that would help. And it didn't help as much as I would have liked it to. But I'll be fair, you know, I've had that thing for probably, I don't know, 12, 14 years, probably longer than that. I mean, I've had it for a really long time. So, it is what it is. Isn't that cute? I think I need one more right there. Just right in the corner. I like it. Maybe one there? Yeah. I mean, can you have too many dots? You know how I feel about dots. I love dots. But I think you can just have too many of them. But I think it'll be fine. What did I say? One down here? There. I like it. Make sure that let's see if they're going to come off or not. And this looks good. Okay, so that's going to be cute. Cute, cute. Okay, let's make her a little necklace. So, I'm going to have to, I don't know if I should use, oh, I could put some, well, I was going to say I could put some, I guess I could put some clothes on her or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to decorate this. But I don't know how. Because it really was just a, you know, a bosom, like from here up with her head. But, I mean, even if I just put a necklace on her, I think that would be cute. You know, just something like that. Okay, let me take that big knot out, or whatever that is, as close to the top as I can. Oops, it is beads, so you can see they're falling off. So if you don't do it right in the exact spot that you need to. Okay, so let me just put the glue here. We're going to be brave. And I'm just going to do, I'm going to look at her as I do it. I'm just going to do a little bit of glue that just goes. And then I'll put this on. And then I'll cut it off. And then I'll turn it, and then I'll put that on there. Okay. Okay, scissors. You're not working with me here. Oh, it came off. No, it didn't. Okay. Let's snip it. Okay, or any of these scissors? Come on. Hello. Okay, and I'll worry about that in a little bit. Okay, so that's cute. Look at that. I like it. Okay, that's going to drive me nuts. Let's see. Come on. Maybe it's catching the glue. And then I got to let that dry for sure. Okay, that's going to be cute. So let me see, where was my, oh, here it is. So if we have this, which I think is so cute, and then you have this, that's going to be really cute together, don't you think? I'll put that in there in case I want to use it. Okay. It doesn't have to be. I mean, I might could put some eyelashes on her or something. I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay, so there is that. And I think that's adorable. So, that's what we're going with on that. And I'll have to think about, I guess I could have put some polka dots or something on her. I don't know. I kind of like her naked. Just like that. Okay, let me let all this dry, so I'll put this aside. So now what I want to make is just like a little side tuck cluster. Let me get all the glue and everything off of that. So I got my buttons. I have this. I don't need that. Let's put this over here. Okay, let me move my water bottle so it's not in the way. And I just pulled some papers that were the color, and I have some lace. So I just want to do like a side. Let me, oh, here it is. I kind of wanted to do this color because I really like it. I think it's pretty. So I want it to be exactly 8.5 tall, and then what I'm going to do is just start adding strips of paper just to kind of make a paper cluster, and then I'll cut those up, put some music in there. So I probably wanted about 2 inches, and then that way it gives me a surface. I might even do 2.5. Let me do 2.25 just to give it a little bit extra. And I'll show you what I mean. So I have all of my stuff is, oh, here it is. Okay, so here's an example. So like if I put it here, I'm going to put a tag in this way. So that's what it's going to look like. And that gives me plenty of room to get a tag in and out. I'm pretty sure that's enough room. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have that. I'll keep this handy so I can use it. Okay, so now we're just going to build some stuff. And I had this that had the lettering on it, and I really like it, and so I'm going to use that. So I'm going to cut the top portion off, and then I'm just going to give myself a little strip. So I'm just going to, I don't really necessarily have to have the whole tee, but I want to have a little bit of pink. Okay, so we have that, so we'll put that on there. And I'll save that. I definitely want to put some black. So, and then I can put this here. I got some really cute buttons. Oh, and I really wanted to, I like this. I really like that and this. And I think I want to make like one of those little flag things, and I can just do this by hand. So I need to, it's going to come out, I want it to come out pretty far, so I may do it on that way. So I'm going to cut along this line, and I could probably just leave it like that. I don't necessarily have to. Okay, so we'll have that. We'll bring it all the way here. And then I want something underneath it. And these colors go. But I need some contrast. I'm looking too at like all the other papers that I have. I also have that, which that actually goes better too. And then here's my words. I'm definitely going to put a word on there. I might back it with some of this. Okay, let's see. Let's do one with this. So I'm just gonna wing it here. I am just gonna wing it. We're just going for it. I'm gonna cut it like this. And then I'm gonna find the middle and I'm gonna just snip it, and then I'm gonna go to the corner and then just snip it up to that line. Go to this corner and snip it up to that line. Let me do it a little bit. There. It's starting to get really hot here in Texas, you guys. I'm sitting here and it's pretty warm, especially when I have my okay, I want that to be like that. So I'm going to pull that up a little bit. Let me see what I have over here. I was looking at something. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I could use some sheet music. I'm just working it out. So, and I kind of want it a little bit longer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I made one short, but I kind of want it to be a little bit longer like that. I mean, this one I can definitely use somewhere else. So let's cut this to where it is even. And then I'll try to make sure I go up the middle. And from the side, and then from the side. Yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, I like that. And let me do this one that way too. So let me cut this way. Okay, we have that one, and then I'm going to cut up the middle. These lines are going to throw me off a little bit, but that's okay. And then go this way. Okay, so I like that better. So we'll pull this one in. Okay, and then those will kind of be like a little crisscross or whatever. Okay, and then we can put this here. Then I want some music. Maybe not necessarily covering the whole thing. So I'll cut a little bit off that. I like them to kind of layer like that. Okay. Okay, so there's that. So let me just kind of pick this stuff up. We can definitely use this at another time. Let me move all this. Throw that away. I have so many scraps. And then I really like that with the black. But what I think I want to do is I can either cut one. And you know, I just cut some out of that 100 and whatever. I have some of these. And you know what would be cute is if I inked them. I know I said I wasn't going to ink. But if I inked them, or I could cut them in a different color. Maybe I could cut one like that because that's cute. I like it. So let me cut one out of here that has the black and the pink in it. and a little bit of that dark pink. Yes. Okay, so that can go underneath there. I don't necessarily need, I kind of want like a bigger circle. So let's go 3 down. I have big circles in here. Let's see if I have anything that would go. These are mostly Christmas, and then on top I have just some random tissue box. That's what I do, cut the tissue boxes out. Okay, nothing good there, so I may have to cut some, which is fine. And I trimmed this little baby too, because I was like, maybe we'll get some continuity here. And it cut fabulous. Okay, I'm going to pull this out a little bit, and I'm going to do stripes up and down, and then I'll put this here. We'll do these sideways. We can put this in here. I like that. Music. And this one might be more of a, because of the contrast, it might do better. Maybe if I do this. Candy Coated Memories. I'm going to pull it down here like that. Okay. I like that pink one. I'm going to have to do some more. I'm going to have to put another freebie out with more labels, because I just feel like it needs more labels. I do. Okay, so now I need a real cute little button. And I do have, look at, I have these beautiful flat black buttons. They have just a little bit of a ridge or whatever. And that's really cute. And maybe I could just put this down here. Candy Coated Memories. I have to put it all together, and then I will do I need some lace? Do I need some lace under there? I feel like I do. Or I don't even know. I don't know what I should do, because it's black and it's big. But I like it. And it's bringing the black in from over here. And maybe I just need... I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of lace. I mean, does it ever hurt to have a little bit of lace, you know? Let's just see what it looks like. And then we'll know whether or not we want to use it. And I'll cut a smaller piece. Yeah, I think that we needed some lace or something. Yeah, we did. We did. It's exactly what we needed. Just a little bit of lace. And it didn't have to be perfect, but it just needed to be something back there. Okay, so there's that. And maybe the pink is right. Let's play. Yeah, it is. It is, it is. Let's do it like this. And then maybe like that. Stop moving. Stop you moving. Okay. I like it. I kind of like that. And then maybe I'll put something like this over here behind that. I know I'm not talking, but I am thinking, and so I'm sure you're like, you're there telling me, "Oh, do this, put that there," and I'm appreciative of that. I kind of want to cover that up, so, but I don't know if I want to use something like that, or maybe a butterfly or something. I don't know. Okay, well, let's get this down. So these are going down first. So let's do it. Okay. So it's about right there. I need to turn this around, not that it matters which way I do it, but I needed to be able to see. I need to see. Okay. Okay, there's that. And then I'll put this one down. And this one is same. Same. It doesn't need to have a whole lot of... If I can keep it in my hand. Okay. I want a little bit of white showing just to give it some contrast there. Okay, so there's that. I like it. And then, let's see. Kind of want the black to the side. You know, maybe I should just put the music bigger. I think I'm going to do that. Look, I can change my mind if I want to. Right? I can change my mind. I think a big thing of music would be good. I know it has words on it, but maybe that's the part we can cover up with the circle and stuff. Let me get this. Okay, I like that a lot better. Okay, I'm going to cut it just a little bit. Okay, I like it. And then I'll use this to kind of go in between it. You can still see it. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's glue this baby down. Whoops. I was going all off the side. Hello. Crazy lady. Crazy glue lady. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it right to the side. Yes, I do like it. And then I'm going to put this one down too. Hello. Oh, okay, I'm gluing that down. I was like, I see white. We can't do that. And it wasn't glue. Okie dokie. Get a little even on that. There. Okay, that looks good. Except for me rubbing glue all over it. Hello. Okay. we can just get as messy as we want to. And then I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this little rose right on top, tilted. And then this one, yes, I'm going to put that just like that. I don't have to put it there, but that's my general I don't know. I definitely need something down here, and something has to be behind it. Does it have to be this one? Not necessarily. I'm okay with that. Do I need this one up here? With that? I kind of like that. That looks good. And then I do need something just for that, because that, I don't like the seams. I do not like the seams. You know what I'll do? I'll cut another one of those out and put it on top there. Okay, that's good. That's what I'm going to do. So let's do this one first. Okay. You know what I could do? And I think it's up here. Let me see if I have any juice on here. Oh, yeah. This is a rose colored. I know I said I wasn't going to ink, but I'm talking about like the whole journal. But look, that just adds a little bit, okay? I'm okay with that. So let's get this down. And I'm just going to put it right there. I don't want it to be centered. And then I'll put this over here with this. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. We got it. And then we're just going to go whoop, 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 whoop. That's it. That's all we're going to do. And then we're going to just put that down just like that. And then we're going to wiggle it. Wiggle. We're just going to wiggle it. And then I'm going to put some ink on this. I know y'all are like, ah. Nope, I'm doing it. And then I'm going to put some tack on this. Some tacky business. Okay. Okay, there's that one. And then take this off. I'm going to bring this over here. So I'm going to, that's going to be a little angled right above that line. Now I just have to remember. Because I'm trying to get rid of that gray. It's not my favorite. And then put that down. And then I'm going to put this, and I want it to stick out. I'm going to do it like that after I ink. I'm just going to ink a little bit. You probably can't even see it. Can you even see it? It's just a little bit. I just didn't want to ink it with Vintage Photo because I just don't think it warrants that color. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't need this anymore until I do the button. So I'll put that over here. And then I had to wait to film because our neighbor had the lawn man came today, and so it was kind of loud. So when I heard him, I was getting prepared, but when I heard him blowing the grass off the driveway, I was like, okay, it's gonna be time. Let me just get this off. Okay. And then I'm gonna put, I don't like the square look. You know, let's just nip off these little edges so it doesn't look like a, you know, I just cut a square. Yeah, nope, I don't want that look. Okay, so let me put a little bit in the middle. Just needs a little bit. This is the top, and I'm going to tilt it. Okay, and then I'm going to load this little thing up. It's going to stick fine. This Fabri-Tac is amazing. Amazing. Let me make sure I'm getting this centered. Push it down. You don't want your little edges to be. Okay? I'll get all that excess glue off because it's all over my fingers. I can't help it. I can't. And then I'm going to do this. And hope it doesn't come through. And then I'm just going to, turn them over. Everything is sticking to me. There you go. Now get up there in the center. You know what I have? I have one of these. I got this at the dollar store, and I tell you, it is comes in handy so many times. Like even just getting stuff like, you know, glue and stuff off. Just going like that. And sometimes I'll just take it and do that to my work surface too. Okay, I think I like it. Now the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of this right there. So let me see. I think I'm going to do it about that big. Let's see. I need it a little smaller than that. Let me see if that's going to do it. That is going to be just perfect. So then let me just put a little small snip in the middle. Bam. And bam. And then I'm going to glue it down right there. And we're going to be done for the day. And so we made us a little skirt with a little silhouette body tag. And then we made us a cute little, let me bring it down just a little bit. I want that to show, but not that. Yes. I like it. And so this is just going to go on the edge of a page, and it'll be, I'll make it a pocket so that I can stuff stuff in there like that. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, well that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. That was fun. I love playing. I love making and creating. And I hope you had a good time hanging out with me. I appreciate you coming. I really do. I have fun. And I appreciate all of you that watch my videos all the way to the end. That certainly helps me. And, you know, like and comment. And let me know what you think. And let me know how you're doing. I love that. I really do. I love to hear from my lady friends from Canada and Tennessee and Australia. I love it. And you guys are awesome. Okay, I'm not going to throw this piece away because I might need it. Okay, so we made this. And then where did I put my lady? Just in case you need a reminder of what we made. Oh, there she is. Hello. With her little poodle skirt. Look how cute. So we made that, and we made this, and the other day we made that. And so I just think it's going to look really cute. I'm just trying to do some different things outside of all of the different colors, and just kind of adding some different elements. So anyway, I hope you liked it. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you, and I will see you on Monday. So have a really great weekend, and remember, you only know what you know until you know something different. See you next time. Bye-bye.